Hello everyone, it is Carol Meredith Winthrop, aka Cat Fancier 64, and I am here with some fantastic news. I'm getting married! Oh my goodness, I am so excited. I think this time it's really gonna work. So this is probably old news to any of you who read my blog, Keeping Up with Cat Fancier 64, or anyone who can read the title up there. Spoiler alert! Ever since he sent me his first pen pal letter, I just knew this was kismet. It's just complete and total kismet. Alright, so introduction aside, I thought it would be appropriate, since of what's coming up, for me to do a natural, neutral, inspired wedding tutorial. So if you are interested in seeing this tutorial, please stick around. So I just pulled back my hair so it can get out of my face, and now we're going to add a beautiful base for everything to just stick onto. We're not going to put on any moisturizers. You know how I feel about that mumbo jumbo. Oh, you need moisturizers and primers and all that sort of stuff. No, what you need is a nice dry canvas so you can absorb all those tears on your happy wedding day. So instead of a primer, I'm going to be using this White Rain Maximum Hold hairspray because it has a nice sticky texture. It's a lot like glue on your face, and it's just going to give me a nice hold for the rest of the days. So I'm just going to take it, shake it up a bit, spray it on my face. Woo! Zesty. Now we're going to want to set that primer that we just applied to our face, so I do a thing like I like to call a pre-powder. That's just going to give you a nice powdery finish for all your liquid and cream foundations to just stick onto, because you know a good powder base is always good for a liquid or a cream to go on top. So I'm just going to be using a little bit of this airspun powder. It's very fun to put on too. I'm just going to use a powder puff. Because I'm trying to not use very many brushes in this tutorial because we will be having the wedding in his institution, as we like to call it. He is in prison. So we're going to be having it. It's going to be a jail wedding. That's where we met. It was his visiting day, and I had made some cookies for the inmates that my cat seems to enjoy. There was just a whole flock of those guys, and they all came running just for my cookies. And so we had a conversation. We talked and talked and talked. I'm just going to buff that in my skin a little bit. And we started this pen pal relationship, and wouldn't you know, this one thing led to another, and we haven't had a conjugal yet, but I'll keep you posted. But like I was saying earlier, I'm not really allowed to bring any brushes to the actual prison. Nothing that can be really turned into a shiv. Now, you don't want to blend this in too much, especially around the neck, because you want your head to stand out. It's the focal point right beside your dress, right? So I'm just going to take my lightest foundation. This is just a makeup sponge that I found in the trash, and you know, this side was perfectly fine. I don't know why anybody would throw away. Just people are just so wasteful, and I just try to be a little bit more green, you know? And I'm going to take my darker one. Alright, so I've got all my highlighting and contouring done, and I'm just going to set that all with this powder foundation. Alright, so now we have a beautiful radiant glow. This is going to look fantastic in my wedding photos. I'm just so excited! Well, if you have eyes, you might have been noticing my apparent lack of eyebrows. Well, I used to have eyebrows until my sister Sophie's birthday. That was a crazy night, let me tell you. So I'm just going to take this jet black pencil, and I'm just going to try to create some eyebrows, some big natural arches like my sisters, and my mother has beautiful eyebrows, and my father has such lovely eyebrows, and I just don't have them. I don't know why, but I don't have beautiful eyebrows, and they do, and Alright, so I went ahead and finished drawing those eyebrows. I used nice little sketch marks so they can get a more natural feel, like I actually have hair. And I'm just going to set these new brows with this shimmery black color from the Platinum Duo. And I'm using shimmer because I want this to be attracted in the light from the cameras that we have. So they're big and beautiful and black and fabulous and sparkly. Just perfect. They aren't completely symmetrical. Eyebrows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. They're supposed to be sisters. Sisters that support each other and love each other and don't just abandon the other one when they get married and have children while the other one doesn't. And I'm also going to be setting these eyebrows with a little bit of mascara just to give me even more of a feel of actually having hair there. Now for a base, you're going to want something sticky to keep all the eyeshadow on. You can use Vaseline, lip gloss, Carmex lip balm, anything like that. I'm just going to be using a little bit of this Aveda conditioner. Blue eyeshadow because I'm in autumn, and we're just going to apply it to the lid and all the way up to the brow bone because blue is just one of those colors that any amount you can take it as far high up as you want, and the older you get, just the better blue looks on you. Alright, so now I'm going to line these bad boys in a pinup sort of look. Mitch is pretty fond of pinups. He has them all over his cell. This eyeshadow and eyebrow combo is reminding me a little bit of Frankenfurter. Oh, my ex-husband used to love Frankenfurter. I used to dress up as Frankenfurter when we'd hit the sack. Oh, he could not get it up unless I was dressed up as Frankenfurter. Let me tell you. Or Riff Raff. Or Brad. Now to combat all those nasty wrinkles and signs of aging that are under our eyes, dip it in a little bit of glitter. And we're just going to pat it right under the eyes. Now this is what it's going to do is reflect light away from the wrinkles. So we're on to the blush part of our blushing bride look. So for the blush, I'm just going to take this really vibrant compact. It's Bitch Slap! Bitch Slap! Just gonna bitch slap your face! Bitch slap! Apply that all over the cheeks. Put it on the sides of our forehead to contour a bit. Now this is a trick that my ex-husband's roommate just taught me. He's just so talented. When he finally gets married to some lucky woman, she is going to be so happy to have a husband who knows how to do makeup. I know I was. Now, I know a lot of you guys were asking if me and my ex-husband kept up, and we do. We actually had a lovely picnic the other day, and that's where I met his roommate. He is just absolutely fabulous. I love the two of them, and we have a very healthy relationship. He even said that him and his roommate would plan my wedding for me. Great to have good relationships with your exes instead of just, you know, eating buckets full after bucket full of ice cream and drowning in your sorrows, watching Thelma and Louise for the 70th time, petting your cat Sophie and just sitting around thinking about how your sister is still married after 25 years with all those beautiful children who are just so talented and they're going to college and they're all happy and just, and on to the lips. Take an emery board, and scrape and exfoliate my lips. And because it's spring, I want to go for a nice sun-kissed lip look. And so I'm going to go for this orange lip liner, and I'm going to overdraw my lips. This is another tip that my ex-husband taught me, and it does wonders. Now I'm just going to take this lipstick. It's a beautiful pink color and just very flattering for my skin tone. It's called Gaga. And it's that fabulous singer that my ex-husband and his roommate have just gotten me so into. I think they got front row tickets the last concert they went to. Apparently a troupe of drag queens were there and they were trying to pick up my husband. You're barking up the wrong tree, honey. I'm just going to take this baby pink color from NYX and I'm just going to apply it right into the inner pout. You just want to highlight your lips like you would your face. And speaking of highlighting my face, I'm just going to take this MAC Compact Emissive Gold Deposit all over my face. I wanted to use Gold Deposit because my husband is just so fond of gold teeth. Or my fiance. I'm already calling my husband. We're not even married yet. He made a necklace at one point when he was still a free man before they had arrested him falsely for being the Swanee Hill Strangler. If you have ever met my fiance, you know he's the nicest, most kindest person you could ever meet. I am just so thrilled to be Mrs. Mitchell McStabby. And ladies, he's creative too. He painted me a picture because all the death row inmates get to have an extra extracurricular activity. It's a beautiful picture, and I can just so relate to the sad puppies. It made me this for our wedding cake topper. Isn't that beautiful? And this part's actually made out of bone. Da, 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 da. I just went ahead and put on my beautiful veil for the wedding, and also it's appropriate if, you know, the wedding turns into a funeral. It all depends on what that wacky governor, if he calls in. Hopefully he does. Keep your fingers crossed. But anyway, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this video. So yeah, with that, I'll just say bye-bye. Da 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 da